Good evening, gamers. Magehammer. Welcome to another episode of Tonight on Magehammer's Game Table, where tonight we're continuing my solo campaign of my homebrew RPG, Dice Wastelands. This is episode 7. So, if you're just joining me, I basically play games in my basement and share them with you all. So, if it's your first time here, welcome. If you are a longtime viewer, once again, thank you for coming along with me with this journey. And we're going to get right into episode 7. At the end of episode 6, our heroes managed to rescue 3 of 4 villagers who had gone out on their own rite of passage, which is customary in this village to gain full citizenship. And they rescued 3 of them and brought them back. They had several encounters on their way back, but in the end, the 3 surviving villagers became full citizens, and our heroes were once again lauded for what they have done in service of the village of CraterTown. Several weeks have passed. I have updated the character sheets. I have given Cherry Red the magnum pistol that the batter leader was carrying, the laser rifle that our crew brought back from their original rite of passage. Now that they found some energy cells, the laser rifle is given to them as part of the ceremony. Usually they get given to the defense of the town, but in this case they feel giving it to Kathmandu would be giving it in defense of the town, as Kathmandu goes on missions for the village. So Kathmandu is now sporting a laser rifle, as well as really cool sports gear that she found, which I'm imagining is pretty much a full set of American football gear, in addition to maybe a few hockey pieces here and there. So basically it's fairly light armor, which allows Kathmandu to add her agility. And so her defense is now 6D. And Testermon was given, Cherry Red gave Testermon her pistol. It still only has 2 shots left. I need to find some ammo at some point. The magnum pistol has enough ammo for now. It's magnum rounds that the batter leader had. And magnum weapons, still a medium weapon, but they get +1 success on 5+ instead of 6+ like normal combat. And also, I believe, I don't know if I actually wrote it down here, Kathmandu took the spyglass, and I believe Cherry Red took the IR goggles that they found. And so that's where we stand on that. So anyway, so several weeks have passed. Our heroes have gotten a well-deserved rest. Not much has been going on beyond the usual survival. Farming going on, people bringing in food. So all that's about to change, as you can probably imagine. So it's late afternoon on one day, and sounds of yelling and the sounds of gunfire happen outside of the walls. CraterTown is built in the middle of a massive crater, but also has its own palisade around it, and there is a pathway that leads out of the crater. Coming down that pathway and heading towards the palisade are 2 figures who are being chased by 3 other figures. As they get closer, the guards start setting the alarm, and our heroes are summoned. Any kind of invasion is usually met by as many heroes and capable, well-bodied members of the village that can be found. So our heroes rush to the walls, and they climb up the ladders that lead to the ledges that lead along the palisades. And they look over, and a kind of a tall, willowy person dressed in robes, kind of actually resembles a little bit Testermon, but she is running, but she is herding in front of her looks to be a young blue-skinned mutant, but behind them, flashing in the sun, is 3 imposing figures. Those figures are dressed in silver armor. They have silver helmets with wings coming off of them. They wield swords, and a couple of them have swords and shield. One of them has a pistol. and the pistol is firing. The willowy person is turning around and firing back as they head towards the walls. So our heroes are ready to meet the enemies as they come. They're not sure who is the enemy in this situation, but usually the ones being chased tend to be. And then as they get closer, someone on the walls yells, "Oh, Silver Knights! Man the walls!" And so the urgency of the alarm goes up even more now that people start hearing Silver Knights, and they start whispering it back and forth. And Cherry Red goes, "I've only ever heard of the Silver Knights. I've never seen one before." "Yes, they do exist," says Testermon. "My people have had many run-ins with them, our village. You've been lucky not to have crossed their paths." Basically, the Silver Knights are a organization of humans only who believe that humans are the purest form of life on the earth and in this post-apocalyptic wasteland, and that mutants and mutated animals are soiled, horrible abominations that need to be eradicated from the face of the earth. So the Silver Knights, they wear silver because silver is the purest metal, and so they are bearing down upon these two mutants, and they're about to, so our people have made the decision. They know who the good and bad guys are in this case. So as they get closer, the willowy one takes a pistol in the back and is bleeding and is like hobbling towards, but still is managing to keep her body between her and her charge. And they make it to the palisade gate, and the Silver Knights come up, and Cherry Red, or Catmandu, takes aim at the laser pistol, fires a warning shot in front of the advancing Silver Knights, and yells, "Stop right there! You are not welcome here in CraterTown." And they say, "You filthy abominations, all of you should be wiped off the face of the earth. We shall have our prey. They must be eradicated." "No! Turn around and leave, or you shall perish." "You know not what you do, scum." "Be that as it may, you do not have many options. We are many, you are few. Go on your way." The leader raises the pistol for half a second. Catmandu raises her laser rifle. There's kind of a standoff, and the Silver Knight lowers a pistol, and they back away slowly. "You shall all pay for this. Your kind shall be eradicated." And they make their way back out of the crater. Well, we haven't seen the last of them, I'm afraid. Yes, we must be vigilant and prepare. We must tell the mayor. But first, let's get the mutants inside the walls. So they open up the gates, they bring them in, and our four heroes, who have gained the respect of the villagers and have basically become ad hoc heroes to all people that live in the village of CraterTown, are expected to be questioning them. So Cherry Red goes forward and says, What was that about?" And the willowy one says, I am wounded." Testermon walks up, does healing touch, and closes up the bullet wound that the mutant suffered at the hands of the Silver Knights. And she says, "Hello, my name is Selena, and we come from a far-off city. And we were many, and we were escorting this man here, Gervasis. This is Gervasis, and he is going to marry the daughter of the mayor of a other city, the city called Horn. And we had a large entourage, and then the Silver Knights, they ambushed us, and they were yelling and screaming, you shall not have your abomination soil the town of Horn." As you know, or may have heard, or may not know, that Horn is a fairly decent-sized city that is a majority humans, though mutants do reside there. Their leader is a human, and she she met Gervasis here at a summit, and they fell in love. And so Gervasis is now coming to Horn, both diplomatically and because of romance, to marry his love. They were to be married soon upon his arrival, our caravan's arrival. We are also carrying goods, his dowry, to her, but unfortunately the Silver Knights taken it all and have killed everyone but us. I mourn the loss of my friends, and we thank you so much. We are in your debt for saving us. Well, we were glad to be of service. The mayor arrives with a small entourage of the elders. So what has transpired? Kathmandu fills the mayor and the elders in on what's going on. And the mayor says, well, then I think it is only right that you, our 4 greatest heroes of CraterTown, escort them to Horn. Horn is about 2 weeks' journey to the west. Dangerous, yes, but we can't allow them to just wander about with Silver Knights in place and all the horrors of our world without protection. What say you? They, of course, agree. They're always up for a good challenge. And plus, you know, the story has tugged their heartstrings, so they are more than willing to escort Gervasis and Selenos to Horn. But first, let's get you some food, water, get some rest. You leave upon the dawn. And Selenos is like, oh, thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you for all you've done. I don't know if we'll ever be repay you, but our cities will always be in your debt. And so they lead them to some comfortable quarters, get them settled in. Our party has a nice evening and prepares for the journey ahead, packs up supplies, and upon the bourne, they are ready to roll. All right, as you know, I said it was, did I say it's 2 weeks? Fortnight? Fortnight to the west. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, because that's such a large, we're going to have to scale this a bit, since that's such a large amount of time. We're basically going to roll 14 dice, and any of them that come up ones, that means that's how many encounters we're going to have. That's basically an encounter a day, is what it's going to average out to. So 1, this is 6, 12, 14. See how many of these come out ones. So we've got 1. All right. Now, normally my plan was for this adventure was that any of the encounters that they ended up having, there was a chance it was going to be the Silver Knights catching up with them. But since there's only 1 encounter rolled, it is going to be with the Silver Knights. Now I've decided, since that roll was what it was, that encounter is going to happen. That encounter is going to happen close to the city of Horn. Set up some road tiles here for effect. All right. And we're going to have ourselves a battle against the Silver Knights, champions of genetic purity in the post-apocalyptic world. All right, so let's see here. Obviously, the Silver Knights are going to be trying to kill any of the mutants. And of course, they're going to kill any humans that dare to help mutants and mutated animals. And so they are pretty close. They're outside of Horn when they are ambushed. There's just no way, two ways around it. Now I need to decide how many we're going to be fighting here. So there are 4 of them. Selenos has a pistol. Gervasis has a pistol, and they have swords as weapons, sidearms. So we'll see how that's going to go. I think what I'll do is they're going to try. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just add them to the initiative. They'll go on Cherry Red's initiative instead of rolling extra dice. So the Silver Knights, one of their armor, the sunlight flashes off their armor, and this area is fairly overgrown, so there could be some cover from some of the plants that are here, and some of the roadside things that have survived the centuries. And so the Silver Knights yell their battle cries, and when they yell their battle cries, we're going to roll initiative, and we're going to see what happens. So the Silver Knights, as I mentioned, are dressed in silver armor. Their knights have swords and shields as well as pistols, and they have a silver paragon. Oh no, Silver Knights don't have pistols. They have armor and shields and swords. But the Silver Paragon, their leader, has a great sword, silver armor, and a laser pistol. So that is where we are. Oh, and Coco's along for the ride tonight. Hi, Coco. Say hello. Are you ready? Are you ready for the battle? Did you come for the battle? All right, so Gronk here is taking the lead, and Testermon and Gervasis and Selenos and are in the middle, and Kathmandu and Cherry Red are bringing up the rear in a protective formation as they make their way down the road. But the Silver Knights are here, and things are about to get real. So, death to the mutant filth initiative. So, as always, as I said, their charges will go on the same as Cherry Red's initiative. So they are going before the Knights. Everybody's going before the Knights. That was a 4. All right, cool. So Gronk says, "Over my dead mutant body." And they said that can be arranged. They are about 60 feet ahead, so Gronk has a 40-foot movement because of his large mutation. That's not enough, so he's gonna move up. He's gonna move up 40, which is what he can move. So he's gonna, I'm just gonna keep this to scale. This is more for aesthetics than anything else. So he's gonna move up first, further away from the party, a little bit, but not too far, and get ready to accept their charge and whatever shots come his way. And then Testermon moves up, sees the Paragon, and flies off a mutant blast, or a mental blast, and he gets 2 successes. So, and that's 6 damage. Woo! Right off the bat, that guy is hurt. Get out of my head, you filth, says the Silver Paragon. All right. And there appear to be 6 Silver Knights and the Paragon. May or may not be a tough battle. So Testermon has 2 more rounds, and then on the 3rd round after can use his mental blast again. Gervasis and Selenos fire off pistols. We're gonna go 5 dice on those. No, wouldn't better do 4 dice on those. Fire off at just Silver Knights. And Selenos gets 2 successes, and Gervasis only gets 1. They are well-armored Silver Knights, as you would expect. So the first one absorbs the hits. And the second one dodges barely the attack. Okay, so that's their attacks. Then we're going to move to laser rifle has really good range. So he's going to move behind this bush here, and Kathmandu is going to fire on the Paragon. With the laser rifle 5D, but hitting on 3 because it's an energy weapon, and additional successes on 4+. All right. Because that is a agility, and Kathmandu is skilled in agility, gets to re-roll any one missed roll. And so 2, 4, 6, 8 successes. And the Silver Knight, or the Paragon, has only 4 dice, because only wearing silver armor, but has a great sword, and saves only 1. Woo-hoo. So takes 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 damage. The Paragon, their leader, is in bad shape already. All right, see how that plays out. Cherry Red moves off to the side, fires off. Well, the Magnum pistol, it's just about range for the Magnum pistol, 60 feet. That's pretty good. She's going to move close enough that she can fire off without any penalty for firing. So she fires that off. Her Magnum pistol, 5 dice, and her agility is 3 dice. Or basically, yeah, okay. So 5 dice from Cherry Red. Successes on double successes on 5+, single success on 4 as usual. 2, 4, 5. 5 successes. And so the I guess I'll have her fire on a Silver Knight, and absorbs 3 and takes 2. All right. Okay. That's everybody. Now them. The Paragon rips out a thing from his belt, stabs himself in the neck with it, and makes a loud enough noise for them to hear. And okay. And the Paragon doesn't move up, but gets into cover. So if they fire at the Paragon now, it has partial. He has partial cover, so they will need to hit him on a 6+. Energy weapons, I guess it would shift up to energy weapons would be a 4+ like normal if they try to shoot him in cover. Okay, cool. Yeah, shifting modifiers. All right, so the Knights just charge forward. They were 60 feet away. They can only move 30 feet normally, so that is, they move up, and a bunch of them slam into Gronk, basically. But, well, they're close enough to Gronk to be able to attack him on the next round, but for now, the melee attacks are what they are. So now we go to initiative again, and see how this goes. Ooh. Oh, good. Oh, Cherry Red. Look at the ones. Skulls. All right, so Cherry Red goes after. Everybody else goes before. Well, now that they're in melee range, they're attacking Gronk, trying to bring the big guy down. He swings away at one of the Knights on him, and that is decent. 4, 5, 6. He also has gets to reroll a failed roll. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with his railroad tie club. And these Knights have 5 dice. And that one absorbs 2. So he takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes 7 damage. Not enough to fell him. But you hear a clang on the silver armor. Smashed it. So that was Gronk. And then Testermon has the pistol. He lets fire at the Paragon. Testermon 4 dice with the pistol. And gets 2 successes. The Paragon. The bullet does not penetrate. And then laser rifle again on the Paragon. Now he's in cover, so okay, so these two hit. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 damage on the Paragon. Whew, saved 4, takes only 4 damage. That armor's pretty good. Okay. And then now it's their attack. Oh, wait. Pistol shots at the knights in front of the both Gervasis and Selenos fire at... they concentrate their fire on one of the ones fighting Gronk. One that Gronk hit with the railroad tie. They recognize that could be... There you go. So they're each rolling 5 dice with their pistols. No, I think I said 4 last time. Okay, anyway. Woo. Woo. Pretty dang good on that guy. He's probably not long for the world. So 2, 4, 6. So he's got to save against 6. And he saves 3 of them. So that's pretty good. Takes 3 damage. That's enough to drop him though. So pew, pew, those bullets just slammed right into him. Took him down. So 1 knight is felled. There were 6 of them. There's 5 left plus the Paragon. All right. And now now they attack. So we've got so I'll say 3 of them can attack Gronk. They really, let's see. All right, so there's 5 of them left. So say 3 on Gronk. 1 comes around to attack Tester Mon, and another one comes around and attacks Selenos. All right, so let's do the ones on Gronk. These guys attack with silver swords, and those swords are at 4d each. So here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. So these are all attacks on Gronk. Gronk is still sporting a 4 defense. All right. Pretty solid hits from these knights. They're no joke. All right, so... All right, so that one is there. That one there. Ooh, and that guy did not do well at all. Okay, Gronk, I think, might be able to handle this. Against the 1, saves. Against the 2, saves both. And then against the 3, saves all 3. Takes no damage from the Knight's Furious Assault. His Volkswagen trunk hood breastplate holds up. All right. So the Paragon fires his laser pistol. Oh wait, no, the attack on Gervasis. Attack on the Gervasis. Not Gervasis. Selenos. They attack with 4. They have 4 dice with their swords. And 2 successes. And Gervasis will roll. Got some light armor. And saves. All right, pretty good. And then an attack on Testermon by a knight. And wow, completely missed Testermon. Completely. All right, then that brings us to Cherry Red. Cherry Red is not being engaged, so takes aim with her Magnum pistol at the Paragon. The Paragon's moved a little closer, and lets fire 5 dice with the Magnum pistol, and gets 4 successes. Oh, and rolled 2 1s. So after that, the gun jams, so she is going to have to unjam it. But anyway, so the Paragon has to save against 4 successes. And saves 4. All right. Ting. Glances off her armor. So the Magnum is now jammed. I'll put this little cube down here to remind me. All right. So, initiative. Fast and furious now. The knights are screaming horrible things about soiled... just horrible things. Oh my goodness. Cherry Red, come on now. Cherry Red's going after. before. Testermon goes after. As does Gronk. Not gonna be the greatest. Not gonna be the greatest round here. So laser rifle at the Paragon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not a mechanical weapon, so all those ones doesn't really matter. But the Paragon is under cover, so this doesn't hit. And she gets to re-roll one because of her skill. Nope. Does not hit the Paragon undercover. You know what? It wouldn't be a session if Kathmandu didn't have like some of the worst rolls in the game for the night. I love it. All right, so now back to this. So we're going to do 3 attacks on 3 furious sword attacks as the concentrated attacks of the Silver Knights as they try to take down this foul, huge mutant with their silver swords. And all right, so he has to save 2, or he has to save 2, and has to save 2, and loses 1, takes a wound, first wound to the party in all evening, and then has to save against 4, and saves 3. Not too bad, only taking 1. All right. All right. Then 1 on Testermon. Sword flashes and gets 4 successes. Testermon has leather armor and absorbs 3, takes 1 hit. Okay. And then an attack on Selenos. And that's 3 successes. Selenos absorbs only 1, takes 2 damage. All right. So she is wounded. Paragon. Laser pistol. Did I already do the Paragon? Yeah, I did. I did it, Gronk, right? Yeah. Yep. All right, so now their turn. Gronk smashes down on one of the knights facing him with his railroad tie club. That is oh, that is glorious. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Woo! That is fun. 13, and they have this. The knights have 5 armor, and he only absorbs 1. He pretty much put that one down completely. All right, so 4 remain. That was that was massive. That was massive. Very exciting. Okay, cool. Okay, so now Testermon is fighting up close and personal. I think Testermon has a mental blast, so Testermon is going to unleash a mental blast on their leader, even though he's fighting one right in front of him. And he gets 3 successes and does 3, 5, 6 damage, which is enough to fell the Paragon. So the Paragon is down. The Silver Knights fight on. And then Cherry Red fires with a magnum pistol at one of the ones, or the one like really close fighting Testermon. Oh wait, I can't roll all 6 of those. Only 5 dice for the magnum. 2, 4, 6, 7 successes with the magnum pistol. And the absorbs 4 of them, takes 3. All right, initiative. So Cherry Red, wow, Cherry Red is sluggish tonight. Kathmandu, Gronk, and Testermon are all going before. And then our people, Selenos and Gervasis, which I don't think attacked last round. We'll go with Cherry Red. Yeah, and Gervasis pulls out a dagger. She has a pistol and a dagger. All right, so railroad tie club down on another. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's just so much fun to see those many sixes. I love it. That's 12. And we'll see if his silver armor can help. All right, absorbs 4. Still takes 8. It's not enough to fell him. But he is woozy and reeling. All right, that was Gronk. Testermon and Cherry Red. Or no, not Cherry Red. Kathmandu. Kathmandu is going to fire off the laser rifle at one of the knights fighting Gronk. And gets 2, 4, 6. 6 successes. We'll do the one that Gronk just hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes 1. Still up. That armor is coming in clutch for these Silver Knights. All right. Now they attack. There are 2 left on Gronk. 1 on Testermon and 1 on Selenos. The attack on Gronk. 2 on Gronk. And it's 4 and 2. That's it. So he saves against the 2. Let's see what happens. He saves it, and then he's going to save against the 4. And he saves 2, takes 2 more damage. Down to 17 stamina. All right. And then the attack on Testermon. Oof. 3 successes. Testermon dodges. None of them takes 3 damage. Ouch. All right. That hurt. The sword got through, slashed his skin. Die, mutant. Mutant scum. And 1 on Selenos. Got to save against. And does. All right, so it doesn't take any damage. All right, now it is Cherry Red. Cherry Red shoots the one that's attacking Testermon with her. Oh no, she unjams her gun. That's her action. Use item. Unjam her gun. And then that's it for that round. We go to initiative. And looks like they're all going before the Silver Knights. So Gronk is going to attack a healthy one to see if he can take it down. Not as much luck this time. Can't have every roll be amazing. Only 4 successes on the new one. Or fresh one, quote unquote. But they have 5 defense dice. Oh my goodness. Doesn't save any of them. Takes 4 damage. Pretty good. All right. Okay. Now, laser rifle the one on Selenos. Kathmandu. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 successes. The knight saves 4 of them, takes 6 damage. I don't think that one's been wounded. They're all pretty much messed up, wounded, laser fire burns, sword slashes. All right, so Gronk attacked. Kathmandu attacked. I think Cherry Red attacked. Now we'll have Testermon, I guess, will attack with his short sword. because, I mean, I guess you could just fire off the pistol, but it's almost out of ammo. It may already be out of ammo, to be fair. So attack with a short sword, does 2 successes. Be a tough call against the guys in armor and shield, but yeah, they avoid the short sword attack. Now, Selenos is going to attack with the dagger. Gets 2 successes. And that's easily avoided by her opponent. And then the one attacks Testermon. Yeah. And gets 3 successes. Testermon has to check, save 2, and takes 1 damage. Testermon is wounded a bit. All right. And that brings us to initiative. Testermon still doesn't have his mental blast. But here we go. Gervasis has just kind of stayed out of the combat because he cannot afford. All right, so Gronk goes after the opponents. Everybody else goes before. So we'll just go right down the line here. Cherry Red is going to fire off her Magnum now since she unjammed it. And oh my goodness, that is horrific. So 2 successes. The well-armored Silver Knight will more than likely dodge this. Oh, 1 success, takes 1 damage. And takes that one down. That's all I needed. All right. And then, so there's no more on Testermon. There are 2 on Gronk and 1 on Selenos. All right, down the line, laser rifle on the one on Selenos. 4 successes. And saves 2, takes 2. Still up. Going off of the pinging, reflecting off of the silver armor, I guess. And then, so Testermon is going to healing touch himself and gets 3 successes. And heals 3, 5, 7, back up to full. That's his mutation this turn, just in case. And then they attack. So they're fanatical, so they're not going to run away. So the 2 attacks on Gronk. All right, pretty decent. So has to save against 4 and has to save against 4. So 4 saves 3, takes 1, down to 16. And 4 and saves 2, goes down to 14. All right, just flesh wound. All right, woo. Now it's his turn. Trying to smash one of the ones attacking him. Man. All right, so that is 4, 5 successes. They have 5 armor dice. Let's see if they can avoid this titanic blow. And they managed to avoid 3, take 2. That's still not enough to take down one of the ones on him, but wounded nonetheless, which brings us to initiative. Woohoo! Silver Knights putting up a fight. Man, Cherry Red. Dude. All right, there we go. So everybody goes before Cherry Red and Selenos and Gervasis. Woohoo. Okay, so Gronk gonna hit that same one he hit before. And hits 2, 4, 6, 8. And they save 3, take 5. That's enough to fell that one. So another one falls. Who's scum now? Gronk says. All right. Testermon can let fly with a mental blast this turn. Add the other one on Gronk. Oof, 2, 4, 5. Nice. So 5 dice Metal Blast. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough to fell that one. There is only one remaining, fighting Selenos, but Kathmandu gets a shot. 5 dice. Laser pistol. Nice. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 on saves 1, 7. That's enough to fell it. It dies, spitting as it hits the ground. And dies. Laser hole in its chest. His chest. Exhausting, but at least our charges are safe. Onward to Horn. So they make it to Horn, and the Lord Regent of Horn is so excited. The Lord Mayor of Horn is so excited that his son-in-law is delivered safely, that he honors the people who brought him and escorted them after he hears the story with an artifact each. So we're going to see which artifact he is willing to give them, or, you know, basically just going to roll randomly. So it's a Tech 5 or higher artifact. Let's see. We'll roll. They're each going to get one, so that's 4. And we'll roll 4 dice. And on 5 and 6, it'll be a Tech 6. Otherwise, it'll be a Tech 5, so it's still pretty decent. And yeah, we'll either go Tech 5 artifact, Tech 5 weapon. So I'll randomly roll those, or it'll be a Tech. Yeah, they're not giving away Tech 6, but they are going to give away Tech 4. They're going to give a Tech. Yeah, no, they're giving away Tech 5 artifacts. We'll just do that. Now, what we'll do is we'll roll, and on 5 or 6, they're weapons. On 1 through 4, they are other kind of artifacts. So 2 weapons, 3 artifacts. That works out just perfectly. Okay, so 2 weapons, 3 Tech 5 artifacts. We'll roll them randomly for fun. Let's do the artifacts first, 3 of them. 13. They give them a solar charger, which will allow them to charge their power cells. That's awesome. Kathmandu says, thank you so much, Lord Mayor. And she takes a solar charger. That will allow them to charge their power cells. That is amazing. All right, so that's one of those. Second one is an energy cloak. See what that does. That sounds exciting. It's been a while since I've taken a look at energy cloaks. All right, those are weapons. Riot shield, radiation suit, and the R's. Energy cloak. All right, doesn't appear as if it's in the section of artifacts. Weapons and armor. Okay, I just want the items. Oh, here we go. There's a solar charger. 4 hours to charge a power cell. And then the energy cloak. Very cool. Energy cloak. When the metal studs at the collar are pressed, the cloak is activated and the cloak surface becomes an animated picture. Sometimes pictures of real-life video sequence. Sometimes it's just swirling colors, and some cloaks fantastic imagery. Some even react to the emotional condition of the wearer. A curious side effect of the cloak makes the wearer immune to IR and UV lasers. So it's basically armor against lasers. Beautiful. We're going to give that to Testermon. And it puts on a show. Energy cloak. That's going to take a power cell to activate. All right. And the final non-weapon artifact is communicator. But because, you know, it's very difficult to have a communicator if no one else is on the other end, they're giving them 2. And communicators, device at the radio, extremely small and voice activated, 1,000 kilometers away. Send and receive video. All right, cool. So they're going to do 2 communicators. So we're going to give Cherry Red a communicator and Testermon a communicator. And that way, if they get separated, they'll be able to communicate. And might just donate it to their village. We'll see. And 2 weapons / armor. Let's see what we get. 3, an energy mace. Very cool. I don't know. Cherry Red really likes her battle axe. So we're gonna give that to we'll give that to Catmandu to be energy mace. So that's basically gonna hit on a 3+ and do additional successes on 4+. Awesome. And that will be 4D because it's a medium weapon with her. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. Actually, it's 5D. That'll be 5D because it. No, it's not a light weapon, so it's 4D. I was right the first time. So 4D, but hitting on 3+ as per energy weapons in my game system, and additional successes on 4+. Very cool. And for the final gift, stun ray rifle. Ooh. So basically, I think that's going to hit a person, and they'll have to make a strength test or be knocked or be stunned. Stun ray. This weapon delivers a magnetic pulse that overloads the victim's central nervous system. A hit literally stuns and paralyzes the target for 10 rounds. Minus the Constitution modifier, has a devastating effect on machinery. An unshielded device will take 3d10 points of damage. Well, obviously there's not 3d10 in my game system. I'll figure that out. Most robots and many other devices are shielded or grounded against magnetic attacks of this sort. So the stun ray pistol will hit people, and I'll have them... For my game system, what I'll do is to convert this. If any hit hits, they'll have to make a strength test of 5+ or be stunned for, we'll do like 1d3 + 1 rounds. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. I'll write that down at some point. So stun ray gun, and that's going to go to, that's going to replace, well, not really replace, but Testermon's pistol, since that's pretty much out of ammo. Okay, so they are lauded, they are celebrated, and they have a surprise for the heroes, and they say, "You came across dangerous ground, and we recently came into possession of a airship, and we are willing to send you with an escort in our airship back home. We're very excited. You'll be the first, really, beyond our pilot, to fly in it. And after our celebration, you leave upon the morning. Our airship shall take you there. It will cut your time in half, down to a week's travel, because it does move very slowly, but we estimate the time and distance are... Our fixers have decided that will probably take you about a week to get back through the air, which will greatly reduce the amount of danger that you'll be on your way home. So that is what we shall do for you out of huge... We'd really love for you to stay for the wedding too, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So that's the Lord Mayor of Horn. And that is our adventure for tonight. Just a quick encounter. Well, yes, quick, you know, a matter of perspective. But an encounter against one of the organizations, if this were Gamma World, would be Cryptic Alliance, the Silver Knights. So we got introduced to them in this adventure tonight. And then we get to see a trip home in an airship next episode. So I hope you tune in for that. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming along with me on my gaming journey. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So until next time, this is Magehammer saying, keep on rolling dice and playing games, and Magehammer out.